This message is produced by truthfromgod.com, which is one of hundreds of messages that can be read, heard, and watched at truthfromgod.com. Get to the root. There are a lot of groups scattered throughout the world that are attempting to reverse the current trend of political corruption. For the most part, these are made up of white Western people. The reason I say for the most part is that the seed of the serpent has crept in among them and is exerting control of the message and action of these organizations. The whole focus has been upon trying to bring about change through politics, protest, and presenting facts about what is going on in the government. All such efforts have had no effect in stemming the rising of this evil crimson tide. Why? It is because they have been misdirected away from the real issue that is destroying the white Western peoples. This message is not a preponderance of cold, hard facts about what the current regimes are doing to take away all of your rights and freedoms, for these issues are only the symptoms of a disease. As every doctor knows, treating symptoms will never cure anything, and that all healing comes from within. Today's problems come from a hidden hand that controls every social, political, and religious institution, and that evil force is never identified and attacked. Fighting gun control, poisoning of food, water, and air, unconstitutional laws, bank confiscations, economic fiascos, insane immigration policies, social entitlements for all non-citizens, affirmative action, increasing national debt, more taxes, redistribution of your income, control of the internet, corruption of media, corruption in government, corruption in society, corruption in education, corruption in religion, corruption in, well, the list is infinite. But there is only one cause. Treat the disease, not the symptoms. Ignoring the root of the problem will only cause the symptoms to become legion, and their toxicity will become so overwhelming for the body that it sickens and dies. The real problem is not one of misdiagnosis, but is one of no diagnosis. This satanic species has focused all attention away from itself and upon a vast myriad of issues which it has spawned. The flowering fiendishness will not stop until the nefarious plant is identified and its root killed. Wake up! There's a cause which produces all the evil effects. Understand that no matter how just the crusade, its leadership will be infiltrated with the diabolical demons so that all efforts are misdirected and ineffectual. No victory's won. The root of the real problem is never attacked. If by some chance it is ever discovered that there is an all-out war launched against the white Western race, then go one step further. Realize that it is another race that has precipitated it, and yes, it is a racial conflict. It is not a white and black fight, but is a seismic struggle between the seed of the serpent and the seed of the woman as established by God in Genesis 3:15. All patriotic, conservative, right-wing groups, like Eve, have been beguiled by the serpent. This is why they do not use the only weapon that will bring victory. If there is any doubt as to the factuality of the previous statements, then just mention the Bible, the Word of God, or Jesus Christ, and there will be such an adverse outcry that you will not know in which camp you have landed. From this standpoint, both sides look and act the same. There's only one man that has been victorious over all the evil forces of darkness and death. And that man is Yahweh Jesus Christ. It will only be through his direction and tactics that the devil and his serpent seed racial children will be overthrown. All other actions are futile and in vain. It would be like someone shadow boxing. No matter how many punches are thrown, they just beat the air. The Apostle Paul says in 1 Corinthians 9:26, "So fight I, not as one that beateth the air," because he understood the most vital of all principles. He knew that the war was not a purely physical one, but that it is a contest of wills, of spirits, against the powers of wickedness and darkness that are beyond the very confines of earth itself. He says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Ephesians 6:12. Victory will only be obtained by realizing that this is a war of wills which is beyond mere flesh and blood struggles, and that only the power of the Spirit can overcome such evil forces. Matthew 3:10 and Luke 3:9. We learn what Jesus' method was when he said, "And now also the axe is laid under the root of the trees." Jesus identifies our enemy as the Jew in John 8:31 through 59. He delivers the axe to the root of the satanic seed of the serpent trees, stating for all eternity to hear what the Jews are. In John, the 44th verse, he tells the Jews, "You are of your father the devil." He again applies the axe to the root of these devilish racial family trees in Matthew 23:35, telling the Jews that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel, even unto the Son of God. When in Matthew 27:25, these Jew workers of all iniquity cried down through the corridors of time immemorial, "His blood be on us and on our children." And this is why in Matthew 23:33, he told them that they are a race of serpents and could not escape the damnation of hell. If all of this is too much for you, then you are condemned to blindly wallow in the pit of perpetual defeat. You will not have the victory or power of the Spirit, which can only defeat the powers of wickedness and darkness. Jesus said in John 6:63 that the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Not only is there power of victory in proclaiming his words, stated in John 14:23, John 15:7, but also there is feebleness of failure in being ashamed of them, according to Mark 8:33 and Luke 9:26. get at the root of the ever-growing trees of the problems that plague the whole world by proclaiming the Word of God. Expose the seed of the serpent Jews as the corrupters of all things. Fight these racial children of the devil with "Thus saith Yahweh." Give all of society, government, and religion chapter and verse. Their evil will evaporate as the morning dew in the noonday sun. If you don't know chapter and verse, then do as the Apostle Paul says in 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Today is the battle of the ages, so get prepared and into the fray, for only those that fight now will reign and rule with Christ tomorrow. Know this beyond doubt, there is only one weapon that will bring victory, for the Word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart. Hebrews 4:12. Stop beating the air and whacking at leaves. Get to the root of the Jew trees with the axe of Yahweh God's Word. Now is the time for the death of all governments of men and their Jew corruption. It is the time for the birth of the government kingdom of Yahweh God and His righteousness in earth as it is in heaven. This message is produced by truthfromgod.com, which is one of hundreds of messages that can be read, heard, and watched at truthfromgod.com.